Hello, my lovely Leos, my lions roar, my courageous ones, the ones with all the strength. I hope you guys all had an amazing holiday season. I apologize for getting these videos up later than I anticipated. We are in a retrograde still. We are at the tail end of the retrograde, but we are in a retrograde nonetheless. And my video kept cutting out. And actually, my video cut out in the beginning of your reading, and we were just at the healing waters oracle part of the reading. So without further ado, guys, just a couple of things and we'll jump into the rest of the energies that we're going to be working with. Most importantly, guys, really help my channel go out with a bang by giving this video a thumbs up, leaving me a comment and how it resonated for you. If you're new, welcome. I'm Violetta of Love, Light, and Blessings. I do not believe you can have any of the three without the other components. Hit that subscribe button, click on that bell. Sagittarius blew all the signs out of the water on my last posting, and over 3,000 views, or close to 3,000 views, 133 new subscribers. So guys, it costs nothing for you guys to help me grow my channel, and I do these readings for you for free. So help me out, will you? And share them. Hit that like button, leave me a comment. I do reply to my comments. So pay attention to that, guys. So we just had a full moon, right? A few days ago now. So let's see what healing's coming up for you. And I found it interesting that the camera cut off, right, when I was talking about the importance of taking time out to heal, because the emotion you got was the healing lagoon. Okay, so you're going through a healing right now. So if you're very emotional right now, know that there is a healing that is trying to take place for you. Okay, and it is very, very important to take that time out. It's okay to take that time out for yourself. It's actually crucial that you take that time out. And where the camera froze at was when I was saying, I even tell the people that are in my circle, when I am going through a healing, I pull my energy back. And I'm pulling that energy back because there's only a selective few I allow in my energy field when I'm going through a healing. And those are uplifting people, supportive people. Okay, I do not let people that have drama, I don't let those kind of people in my life anyway. But come on, there are some situations, right, when you got to listen to somebody, you know, whether it's at work or, you know, a family member, whatever the case may be, right? But you don't have to get locked into it. So when you're going through a healing, just, hey, can't talk right now. I'm doing some work. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Right? That's important because it takes a lot of energy to heal. Okay? So be aware of that. Okay? So now let's see what the Moonology Oracle deck wants you to know about this last full moon. Okay? Well, courage. You got what it takes. You're a Leo. You have courage. You have strength. And I know right now you're saying F you and your courage and your strength. But this is Spirit reminding you, you were born a Leo for a reason. Okay? So roar. Okay? Roar, my Leos. Know that you do have the courage. You are entering an enchanted time right now in your life. Okay? Also, I feel like it's like the enchanted forest, the mystical ways. Right? The mystery. Going through a new door, a new dawn. And I feel like this is happening by the next full moon in January. So let's jump in here. Okay, this deck really, Spirit's like really wanting me to use this deck a lot today. So let's get into it, my Leo Spirit, for January 1st through January 7th. Sunday, I will be posting the weekly energy vibes, what energies that you may be dealing with for the week. This is just the energy that's crowning this particular reading, okay? One has nothing to do with the other, guys. So let's see, from my wonderful Leos, my lion's roar, my courageous one, spirit. What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Clear, definitive messages, January 1st through the 7th, 2024. Okay. You are weighing out your options right now, pros and cons. Yep, I get it. Okay, where do you want to plant your next pentacle? Okay, this healing has been a long time coming. Okay, I feel like you weren't sure what direction to go in. Okay, you may feel like a fool. Somebody may made you feel like a fool. You may have felt like you immaturely dove into something without really weighing out the options. Okay, and that's okay. All right, so you have a choice to make. No big deal. You know, make that choice without any regrets. No worries. No, you know, I feel like, you know, I almost feel like for some of you, male or female, doesn't matter. It's like you feel like you're too old to plant seeds somewhere else. And that is so not true. Okay? Some of you may have dove into something because you felt like time was running out for you. You were going to be alone your whole life, right? I don't know what that is yet. We will get into the meat of the reading. This is just the energies that I'm reading right now. But please have no regrets. Okay? Have no regrets. It's always great to look back on the past and see how far you've come. You could be dealing with an earth sign, a Virgo, a Capricorn, a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. Okay, this is about self-independence. This is about self-worth, self-nurturing. Okay, and you may have felt like you may have thought this person was nurturing. You may have thought this person was very independent. They may have pulled the wool over your eye, right? Thought, you know, kind of like what's that saying goes, if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, smells like a duck, it's a duck. Well, I feel like this person presented themselves in a lavish way to you that you felt like they really had it going on, and that they were, you know, nurturing, and they were financially stable, so they weren't looking at you for money, right? They weren't looking at you as a commodity, right? And you foolishly leaped in without really getting to know this person. Okay, that's the energy I'm feeling. Or in your younger years, you dove into something, okay, invested a long time into it, and it didn't pan out, and now you're worried about repeating a pattern because you do have new love here. Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. You have the choice to take a chance again in love, and do not let the past interfere. Okay? Go forward without any regrets. Too many cards, Spirit. Two more cards. Two more cards. It's been a long time coming for you to end that cycle. Okay? Maybe you feel you're never going to find love, but that cycle is ending for you. Okay? And also somebody who could have really financially drained you in the past, because the Ten of Wands is right under the Queen of Pentacles and the Immature Fool card. And I say immature fool because in this deck, for those of you watching this for the first time, there's two fool cards. One is a puppy jumping off a cliff, and the other is a mature adult jumping off a cliff, taking a leap of faith in something. Okay, you could have done this when you were really young, and you invested a lot in this, and you carried a lot of the burdens, and this person could have financially ruined you. And it took you a long time to climb back up. And now you're meeting new love, or you're just focusing on filling your own cup and learning what self-love is about. And you're closing out the past, which is good, because I feel like you've been needing to do it for a very long time, or you've been spending a lot of time looking back on that past situation saying, I wish I could have, would have. There are reasons why things play out the way they do. And like now, if I look back on the past relationship I was in with a full-blown narcissist, I walked away from half of a house that I put equally as much elbow grease into remodeling it as they did. But I was in this energetic tornado. My life was being turned upside down, and I just wanted out. They were cheating, and I just wanted out. They had no respect for my boundaries, no respect for me, and Spirit was just shoving me out the door. And I went through a period in my healing where I was like, you know what? I should have made them sell that house. I should have walked away with my half of the money. But now I look back on it and I'm like, no, I'm glad it went the way it did, because I've done so much inner healing work and I have grown and evolved so much from that experience that I now know the red flags. I now know my worth. I now see the beautiful person that I am and all I have to offer to the right person. And I'm not settling for anything less than what I deserve. Now, when I say settling for anything less than I deserve, I don't mean like a man with $1 million who's going to take care of me and blah, blah, blah. That's old-fashioned BS, okay? What I'm talking about is real love. Someone who loves me for me, who supports me, my dreams, my ideas, and vice versa, right? Someone who's passionate, caring, loving, there for the long haul, not for the short term. There through the challenging times. There for the good times, celebrating the good times, supporting each other's endeavors, cheering each other on. That's a blessed life. That's a rich relationship. I should say a blessed relationship. We can bless our own lives, right? Whether we're single or in a relationship. But what I'm getting to is, if by chance all that comes across your path and the both of you together grow a huge financial wealth, that's just an additional blessing, right? Or if that person, once they propose to you and you get married, reveals to you they're this multi-millionaire because they wanted to make sure that you were actually with them for them and not for their money, that's an added blessing. Right? It's like that's the energy that I'm feeling around this reading, right? This was a blessing in disguise, whether you realize it or not. That relationship really took a toll on you. Okay? So let's see where we're going. And the full moon is all about releasing, guys. So let it go, baby. Let it go. Allow yourself to feel the pain from it. Acknowledge it. Take your responsibility in it. And then wish it love, light, and blessings, and blow it away. Okay? Offer it up to God, Creator, the universe, Spirit, the angel realm, the saints, whatever you believe. Okay? Whatever your spiritual belief is. Alrighty, let's get into clarifying this reading. So why is the Two of Pentacles here, Spirit? Clarify the Two of Pentacles. Clarify the Two of Pentacles, please, for my Leos, January 1st through the 7th, 2024, Spirit. Earth, stay grounded. Definitely stay rooted. Wow. So we have earth, wind, fire. The only thing we're missing is the emotions, water. Okay? Stay grounded. Speak your truth with the wind. Okay? And avoid arguing at all costs. Okay? This person may want to argue with you, but it's very important that you, I'm getting two messages here. You stay grounded. You speak your truth without anger. Okay? The other thing I'm getting here is stay grounded. Okay? Speak out into the ethers what you're passionate about, what you are wanting in your life. Okay? And what does this love look like to you? What does love mean for you? Like I just shared with you what love means to me now. What does it mean to you after going through this experience? What have you learned? And how are you looking at love differently? Okay? Knight of Pentacles, Spirit. Knight of Pentacles, please. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles, please. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles, please. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Thank you. Take your time. Aim high. Be precise in what you're wanting, because you can get anything you want. So pull back your bow, let that arrow fly, and it will hit its mark. You have had a very spiritual awakening, I feel, for a lot of you. Okay? And it wasn't an easy thing. It's not an easy task to do the self-healing. You know, I say it all the time. There's a lot of people out there that make it sound like, oh, it's a walk in the park. And it's not. Okay? I'm here to tell you, it is not. It takes a lot of courage, a lot of strength to look at your crap and to allow yourself to feel the pain from things that happened to you when you were very, very young or at any age in your life. So it's important that I acknowledge that for you, okay? And good for you. You've made it. And you are now, okay, this to me, the drum is very much about, how does that saying go? Dancing to the beat of your own drum, or walking to the beat of your own drum. Some of you may do, especially if you're a shaman, or enjoy shamanic traits. All right. You may do drumming ceremonies. You may do, drum dancing in the moonlight. I'm getting that as well. But it's time for you to dance to the beat of your own drum. Okay? So what was this immature leap of faith? Alrighty. Very nice. Very nice. This happened, this whole thing happened so that you could get on the spiritual path. Okay? And realize that you are a great co-creator. And that's important for you to know. You have gone through it, my loves. And you've made it through it. Now, do you see how strong you are? Do you see how courageous you are? Do you see how handsome, how beautiful you are? Do you see how much younger you look? How much more vibrant you look? How much more alive you feel now that you've completed that cycle? You may feel like you're in the in-between right now, the void, as I like to call it, but know you're right where you need to be at this moment. All in divine timing, the time master. Father Time is at work here. Okay? And for some of you, this could be a wound that stems from your father, your grandfather, your great-grandfather, your great-great-grandfather. Whenever we heal a wound within ourselves, we're not just healing ourselves, people. We are healing ancestral timelines back to the beginning of how it was intended to be, before there started being ripples in the fabric of life and time. Okay? So the tears. With every wound wounds the fabric of life as well. So imagine all those ancestral wounds that went unhealed and spilled over into the next generation, hurt that generation, which caused more tears, right, in the fabric of life. So every time we heal a wound, we're not just healing our wound, we're healing the generations before time, which then in turn heals the fabric of life. Okay, so that's important to know. Two of Wands, clarify the Two of Wands, please, Spirit. Clarify the Two of Wands. You're going to make this decision very quickly because you've got the blade here. Okay, so this is making the decision to cut to the chase, go in the direction you want. Okay, please know to be present in the present moment. Just go with the flow. Okay, no matter how it unfolds. And I know that can be difficult at times. I know that can be trying at times. But Spirit wants you to know, just go with the flow, because you do have everything you need to be a successful healer, to be successful in anything you put your mind to. Some of you may work with the directions, incorporate the directions in your practices, but this is like healing. The medicine wheel is healing, and it's creating your own medicine. To me, the medicine wheel is also about, your own Felix's bag of tricks is what I like to call it. Though they're not tricks, they're just all the tools that you used. And healing happens in the medicine wheel's time, not in actual 3D time. So it's going to take as long as it takes for you to get to the truth. And Spirit is saying, just please be patient with the process and just go with the flow and stay in the present. Five of Cups. Five of Cups. And I feel like a lot of you with that sword is you're drastically making the decision to, kind of like what I did. I've been on the healing path for 20 years, but I got, like I said, the last relationship I went in, I was like, okay, I got to do the deepest dive of my life, and I'm just going to go for it. No matter how long it takes, and it took a good 5 months for the deepest emotional part of the healing. But in total, that whole healing process took about 2 years. Okay? Which is something I do whenever a relationship and I've had 3 significant relationships in my life, but I'm not one to jump right into another relationship. I take that time. I allow myself to heal because I don't bring bullshit from past relationships into present relationships, and I do not like it when other people do it. Right? And so there's something around that too. 5 of Cups, the Council. Why are you looking back on the past for forgiveness? I feel like you're looking for forgiveness when all you have to do is just forgive the past. That's it. Forgive and forget. If you can't choose both, choose one. I always choose to forgive, but I don't ever forget the lesson. The Curse. So some of you, for me, the curse in this deck is, see how they have a handprint over their mouth? For whatever reason you regret not speaking up, standing up for yourself in the past. And I get that. And I'm proud of you because that's taking responsibility for your part. Okay? And I get that because I did the same thing. I looked back and I said, you know what? There was a lot of things I should have spoke up about that I was not okay with, that I turned a blind eye to. And good for you to be able to do that. And guess what? Now you get to look on the past from a different perspective. And that's what healing's all about. When you can pull yourself back, look back on the situation, and say, yeah, you know what? I should have spoken up a lot more than what I did. So you know what? I approach the council and I forgive. And I thank you for the lesson. I thank you for the experience. Doesn't mean you forget the lesson, because that's not the purpose of doing the healing work, is not to forget to lose the lesson, but to pull yourself back and look back, and then guess what? You get to see all the red flags you turned a blind eye to. You get to see the manipulation that played out. There's a lot of truth you start to see that you turned a blind eye to. So good for you, Leo. Queen of Pentacles. What is this Queen of Pentacles about, Spirit? The Beloved. Yeah, this is somebody you really loved a lot. Okay, or this is someone that's just entered your life, but I feel like no. Okay, thank you. Spirit was like, no. Okay. You really love this person, and I feel like you met this person when both of you were very, very young. And at some point, the relationship shifted, and it stopped growing. Okay? So sometimes that happens, and you grow apart because one person keeps growing and the other person doesn't grow. Or you just simply grow in 2 different directions. Okay? So what's this Ace of Cups, Spirit? What is this Ace of Cups? Ooh. Too many cards, Spirit. That's way too many cards. I will take this one, though. Look at that. The Heart of Sky. That is beautiful. That's like love from Spirit, which is the best love. Self-love, filling up your own cup, and Spirit sending you a real love. This is what you've been asking for. This is what you manifested. And I feel like what's happening is it's causing some fears to be stirred up in you. And that's something to look at. Okay, take that time out and take a look at that, because I feel like, you may feel like this is a repeated pattern coming back around. This is a challenge. This love is a challenge for you, and you know why? Because real love is a challenge. Real love is a challenge. And when you're getting something that you really want, like you put your order into spirit and was like, I don't want this again. I want someone who's going to grow old with me, who's going to, support me. I'll support them, love me. I love them for who I am, for who they are. We work together, whatever the case may be, right? And then you get it, but it's something you're not used to, right? It's a challenge. So this might send you into a little spiral because you're not really sure how to treat it, because it's something you've never had anymore. But this is something you asked for. Speak clearly, speak kindly, speak compassionately. Okay? That's something else you learn when you do the healing process. You learn like how you spoke to people prior and how you address people now from a healing standpoint of view. Right? The World card. I love it. The hummingbird. Closing out the cycle of the ancestral wounds, the hummingbirds, the birth of something new. Kudos. And what did I say? This is like something new you're experiencing. The old is gone. And it's time to embrace the new, my Leo. The Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands for my Leo spirit. Good for you. The lower world. You realize you sacrificed a lot in the past. You sacrificed your dreams. You sacrificed yourself for another. That's not what love's about. Love's about compromise, mutual agreement, being on the same page, and supporting that agreement. It's binding. It's a contract. When you compromise on something, that's the way it should be. And that's the feeling I'm getting with this. You're not meant to be down here in the lower world all the time. Oh my God, if we were in the lower world all the time, imagine just how chaotic our lives would be. We go down there to heal things, but the sacrifice we make is to peel back the layers and evolve into the new version of ourselves. But we're not meant to stay down there forever. You know when you have to do the inner work. And it was hard. It was burden. That was the sacrifice. Was that it was hard. So what final message do you have for my wonderful Leo spirit? Spirit saying, listen, you waited a long time. Your bags are packed. You're ready to go. Right? It's like I'm hearing that song, all my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. You're receiving a message of love that I feel like you may have been waiting for a while for this. I think like you know this person and it's not this past person. And it is somebody worth you investing in. So get ready, my Leos, because you're about to go through a transformation that I feel like is really going to blow your mind. So guys, please, if this resonated for you, give it the thumbs up. Help blow up my channel. Blow up the Leo video. Leave me a comment, subscribe, click on the bell, and look out for the Energy Vibe weekly readings. They're totally different than this reading. I just pull energy oracle cards and I do a reading from them. As always, guys, from my heart to yours, love, light, and blessings. Be well, guys. Bye-bye.